This is Jeremy Drebenstead with Demco Products. Today we are going to go over the assembly and installation of the Recon Slider. When you receive your Recon Slider, it will come on a pallet like seen here. I recommend having some tin snips to cut the steel ties. After cutting the steel ties and removing the box that covers the hitch, you will notice an additional box. This is the head of the hitch, and we will open this in a minute. Moving over to the upright casting and yoke of the hitch, you will notice there is a bag zip tied to it. Go ahead and cut the zip ties and set this bag to the side. This is all of our hardware for the lower portion of the hitch, like our upright hitch pin and linch pin, along with our pins and hairpins for the rails. And lastly, our instructions on how to install the hitch. Next is our handle for the sliding function. You will notice it is bubble wrapped to protect the coating during shipping. Again, we will cut it free from the zip ties and unwrap the bubble wrap from the handle. Moving over to our hitch head box, we'll take it off of the Recon Slider and cut the rest of the hitch free from the steel ties. Once all the steel ties have been cut and the hitch has been freed from the pallet, with a second set of hands, set the hitch into the bed rails in the back of the truck. Next, we're going to locate and open up the bag with the instructions and hardware. Inside you will find 4 rail pins and hairpins. Pin the hitch into place using the rail pins and hairpins like seen here. Next, install the upright into the base and determine the correct height adjustment for the hitch. What you want to do is look for approximately 6 inches of clearance between the top of the truck box and the bottom of the trailer overhang. The Recon Slider has 2.5 inches of adjustment up or down, with 3 different positions, each with 1.25 inch increments. Once the proper height has been determined, slide the center post to the correct position and pin with the cross pin. Next, you will need to tighten and torque the 2 upright set screws and jam nuts of the base. This needs to be done to 85 foot-pounds. It is best to use a 3/4 inch 12-point socket for the set screws and a 15/16 deep well socket for the jam nuts. Next, install the latch handle with the supplied 5/16 bolt and lock nut. You may notice there is only one way the handle can be installed. Slide the handle onto the hitch and line up the hole, then simply slide in the supplied bolt and install the lock nut and tighten it down. Lastly, let's move on to the head of the hitch. If you remember from earlier, this came in a separate box. So let's get that box open, and inside the box you will find the hitch head and a bag that contains the hitch head handle, along with the bolt and nylon lock nut to secure it, and also our blue urethane pivot bumper. Start by flipping the head upside down and installing the blue urethane pivot bumper. There's only one spot this will fit on the underside of the hitch head, and it is necessary for proper function. Next, we need to install the hitch head handle. There are 3 different positions this can be installed: facing the front of the truck, down towards the bed, or towards the back of the truck like we will be installing it today. Warning: do not install with the handle facing upward, as this may get caught on the pin box while turning. Once you have found the desired handle position, you may install the bolt and lock nut and tighten them down. Last thing on the list to do to complete this install is to install the head onto the hitch. To do this, set the hitch head onto the upright and carefully line up the hole and slide the pivot pin through the head of the hitch and through the upright. Then simply install the linch pin to secure it in place. To learn more about the Recon Slider or about any of our other great products, you can visit our website at www.demco-products.com or visit our YouTube channel. You can also give us a call at 1-800-543-3626.